Hello, this is the Y Be Well podcast. I'm Jonathon Collopy, an executive director with the Y of San Diego County. Our topic for conversation today, building a kinder world. We have with us our guest, Secretary General of the World Kindness USA, Miss Anami. Miss Anami, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. What a great opportunity to reach out to the San Diego County.
A pleasure. I know you're just up the street in Laguna Beach, so thank you for jumping on. I am excited to hear what your organization is doing and how all of us can get involved. But if we could, let's kind of ground our conversation with a definition. What would be an operating definition for yourselves as an organization of kindness? What is kindness?
Kindness is when you go out of your way sometimes, most of the times, to make sure that you have the best interests of the other person at heart. Now, it could be in many different situations. It could be if you see a homeless, what's best for them? If you have extra cash, can you provide lunch? Can you reach out to a senior citizen if you have so much time on your hands? Can you go out of your way? It's to do something nice for someone else.
I like that. It sounds like this quality of being not only friendly, generous, considerate, and really bringing that to life in our interactions throughout our day. So, World Kindness Movement. I'm very curious how this came about. And as I understand, World Kindness USA was one of the founding members. So
Yeah.
when did this start? Why did it start?
Yes, this was my understanding of it is in 1997 it started in Japan, and Japan was hosting the Olympics, and there was so much I wouldn't say hatred but unpleasant bitterness towards Americans, and we were going to go there, and there was all the college kids, there was so much commotion in the city, and one of the professors at one of these colleges got hurt, and trying to intervene between two college students arguing about what's happening, and this Olympic is going to be there, and they don't know if, they couldn't really understand the situation and how to act, basically. And this professor had a vision. He wrote a letter to the government, and he said that we have to put kindness first and foremost in our government. We have to make sure that we are pleasant, we are kind, we are respectful for all the people who are coming to our country. And the government took it seriously, and they put it on their agenda, and they voted yes. So now Japan became the first city, and this professor was one of the ones who got and ended up having a gathering of some sort, and USA was one of the founding members. So our founding member, Will Glennon, was one of the there were seven different countries involved in 1997 when they went to this gathering, and they all signed up for kindness, basically, to put that on their agenda. And the World Kindness Movement, that's how it started.
That's a profound example of how one person can make a difference. Recognizing this confrontation, this argument amongst college students, and then from there this world impact that is phenomenal.
It is just one action, one heart that can reach out and make a big difference for a lot of people. But
So what is
now, I think at some point there was 27 nations involved, and Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Italy, India, Japan, of course, Liberia, Malaysia, Mexico, Nepal, Netherlands, New Zealand, USA, of course. There were so many of us, all the gathering. There would be a gathering actually I think it's every 3 years, and I think I haven't attended, but Will Glennon attended the last one last year. And with that, each country can come together and see that every city within a country. So now we are the USA, so we want more cities to sign up for kindness. And then when this gathering happens, we say, okay, this is what we are contributing, and we could at least show. And we encourage cities, we encourage organizations, YMCA could join in, individuals can join in, everyone is welcome to join in. And it's just to our mission is very simple, is to inspire all to be kind. We,
Simple but profound.
very simple. It's very simple. It's just however you can do it. Right now, it's so much easier because we have the social media. We can post the stuff if there's, and then people who do the act of kindness and the receiver and anyone who's watching the act of kindness, they all get affected. All the good hormones starts rolling in your body, and the ripples continue on. You, as somebody who watches maybe a story of kindness, are more likely to go and do another act of kindness. There's so many studies around this, and it's so beautiful when you watch how the ripples just continue, and it comes with just one action.
I have read that research, and it always strikes me as just fascinating in the sense of that compounding effect, and actually the lasting effect of, as you said, observing it and how that may compel you to be kinder in your own way. So how do we make kindness our national priority? I think that was a statement I read on your website, making
Yes.
kindness a national priority in the United States.
Yes. So I was, before becoming a Secretary General, as I have also another nonprofit called Ability Awareness Project. Ability Awareness Project is deals with bullying, and we go to schools. We have presentations for the kids, how to be good friends. But from that, I became one of the founding members of World Kindness USA. Now, as an organization under the World Kindness USA, you could take that into your city, and I did with the city of Laguna Beach. I went to a council meeting, and one of the council members, it's always good to have a council member behind your back that is also for kindness. When you go to a meeting, so you could talk about what this is and ask to be on one of their agendas, and then go in, and I did a 10-minute presentation, what kindness means, why is it important that us as a city join the movement. And unanimously all voted yes, and they put kindness on their agenda. So there's a kindness clause that you have to follow, and all of this is on our website, theworldkindnessusa.org. And you could go read them, but basically you have to adopt that and make sure that you celebrate World Kindness Day, which is November 13. Our city does it any Saturday that is the closest. We got rained on last weekend, so ours is postponed to next week. But I have a little poster here that I can share with you. Basically, every city wants to do something like this. And this is on our website, it's on the city's website, the City of Kindness. We have musicians, we have a stage, we have human connection. We want to make sure that people turn off cell phones, make eye contact, and just connect with one another. And
Real engagement.
real engagement, yes. And it's so difficult when you watch teenagers have such a hard time not having their phone or recording what's happening and actually just being in the moment and connecting with another human being. Just the eye contact is powerful enough, but then if they can maintain that, then after a minute we tell them to they could meditate together, they could talk, they could just maintain eye contact. We have music all day, they can dance. They can
Sounds like a wonderful celebration and festival of kindness.
It is. And you want to celebrate it your own way. However your city wants to celebrate it, it's wonderful. You just want to make sure you also, one of the key important things about the World Kindness Day is to recognize kind acts that has been happening in your city, and you want to give those kindness awards. We have Courage to Be Kind award, and Cool to Be Kind award, and I started also a kindness hero, somebody who goes out of their way. We have our kindness hero. We have 3 kindness heroes this year, which went out of these teenagers were at the beach, and they heard a family. They just, all of a sudden, there was high tides, and they were in this storm, and they were just calling out for help. And they run out there and they saved them one by one. There was a family of 4, and it's just it does take courage to be kind. But
Yeah, that's a wonderful example of enacting that not an easy thing to do for a lot of people, but to recognize the need and go about ensuring the safety and care of another is an excellent example. I love the different examples you gave of kind acts, acts of courage, cool, heroes, and as I understand, that's part of World Kindness as an organization, to share best ideas, practices, ways of elevating kindness in your community. And so how would other people know about some of those examples from all across the world?
We have every recipient of a kindness award. We have them year by year. You could go and read the stories of what they've done and what they received and the recognition has been. And that's what you want to do as a city. As a city, you want to add we do it at our World Kindness Day celebration. We invite these people and we bring them up to stage and we read every story. We want everyone to know this is what happened. But the beauty of it is I like even little stories, like a little kid who's, shared a snack at school. I like those little stories. And people say, oh, it needs to be big for us to make an award. I think those little ones actually do deserve it too, because you need to know it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a gigantic thing that you take your surfboard and go in the ocean and, save a family. Yes, that is heroic. But even it's also in the little smiles that you may give to somebody else. Smiles are hard to be awarded, of course, but any act of kindness, it's nice to give those awards. And as people are reading about this, they get encouraged to go out and do the same thing. Or they may have never thought about it. Well, maybe I can just write a letter to someone who's lonely and, just a stranger that I don't know, but I just know that they have no friends.
I like finding, as you brought through, those simple acts of kindness, because all of us can do that. All of us can find those opportunities to be kind. They're always available to us. They don't have to be the grand gestures. All of us can participate in those small acts. So those are wonderful examples. I read something about kindness performance indicators as part of kind of the process of becoming a city of kindness. What might those KPIs be?
Yes, we have so many of them, and I have them written down at our website. But the basic thing about them is to advocating for kindness in any situation that you're in. At work, if you can choose, if you're in a disagreement with anybody else, can you put kindness, can you choose to put kindness first rather than, no, I have to be right, no, I have to get my way? Or can you and with that comes respect, with that comes you really knowing that you can not, how can I say this politically correctly? You're not right all the time. To know that, have some decency and grace to say, I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to listen to your point of view. And there are the formal integration of kindness in governing sometimes. And they can come from little spots, little decision making to large. But we don't want you to keep, we have 10 KPIs. We don't, even if you do like 60% of this and sign up for kindness. And the thing is, I think it's a muscle that needs to be worked on. The more you think about it and then you think, how else can I make sure that my community is kind? And the ideas will come to you, and then you could integrate more and more into the KPIs. And there are kindness performance indicators, yes, just to kind of pay attention to what each act means and am I being kind.
Well, even in negotiation or problem solving or workplaces, there can be a perception at times, and I might be wrong, that being kind might be seen as a sign of weakness, whereas I really see it, if we respond with kindness, there's a greater strength to that. There could be a vulnerability to it in the sense of truly working in partnership and in collaboration. So I've always appreciated the sense of responding with kindness first.
Yes. It needs to be, it's actually in one of our KPIs that you need to strengthen the understanding that kindness is strong. It's strength. It's not weakness. And you have to make sure the culture of your work area, of your city, of your community, everybody understands that this is a strength. This is not something we look at as, oh, if you're going to be kind, you're weak. No. We want to see more of it in men, women, children, everyone.
I wonder how the message gets amplified and how we all can be advocates for it. Because very honestly, Miss Anami, I don't know who could be against kindness. Why can't we all get on that bandwagon and help foster and create that kinder, build that kinder world?
Yes, it was at some point, it was something that was natural. I think it was more easy before. Sometimes I feel like right now we have to really make it intentional. We have to sign up for these things. We have to come together. We have only each other. And we have to make sure that we rely on each other to lift our spirit and give hope to those who don't have hope right now. There's a lot of people hurting, don't have jobs, just the situations are may not be easy for them. So we all need to look out for one another and make sure that we're all there for each other. One of the best things to do, as an individual, you could sign up with the World Kindness USA. As a group, as a business, you can sign up. As cities, you can sign up, of course, but just even as an individual, even if you're on the websites or you are on Facebook or Instagram, or you see a post about kindness, go ahead and spread that out. Post it, repost it, or we have so many posts, and we have the Laguna Beach Kindness Movement, we have the World Kindness USA, and there's all these different kindness groups, and you want to make sure you spread as much of these stories around. It not only it affects you, of course, internally, but you're also putting it out there for other people to see, so they get inspired to do the same.
Fantastic. How might be the next steps in this kindness movement, this world kindness movement? What's ahead?
What's ahead is we want more and more cities to join in. As more cities join in and put this in the government, as cities join in, and then we want states to join in, and then hopefully we can all be a United States in kindness. That would be wonderful to just see that everybody puts kindness first. So we could see it in our government, that nobody's lashing at each other. We want to make sure everybody's kind to one another. Would that be possible to watch the news and just see how much kind people are to one another in their words, in their actions? It would be just so wonderful.
Yeah, I would concur. How refreshing that would be to see that be the lead stories that we get to participate in, be a part of, and witness in our society, those kind acts. Anything in closing? You've given us a couple calls to action. Anything in closing that you want to offer is something we haven't shared or talked about yet?
I want to encourage all listeners, all viewers, to just get out there and do something kind. Make sure the act is actually, you're doing the action. You're not just talking about it. You're not just on the phone or just on the social media. Reach out to one another. If you know someone is in pain, see if you could offer a shoulder to cry on, or anything. You don't have to have much to be there for somebody else. Make a connection. And just make sure that you're out there and doing kind things for other people, and it will come back to you. The ripples just continue, and it will come back to you. Be the hope that you want to see come to you. If you're hopeless, go out there and give hope to someone else, and it will come back to you.
I appreciate what you shared there for us to authentically bring kindness through, and the profound benefits that come not only to ourselves but others. So Miss Anami, thank you for the work that you're doing. Thank you for your advocacy in this really important space at this particular time. I wish you well and look forward to learning and seeing more acts of kindness witnessed and experienced in our society.
Me too. Thank you so much for having me on. This is a great opportunity to reach out. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Miss Anami. You be well.
Thank you. You too.